a time to every purpose. While others look forward to the impending royal banquet, not I, Minfilia cannot help but look to the past. Though recent events weigh heavily on our minds, we must needs set them aside for now. We are come we are come to a defining moment in Eorzean history. The grand commemoration of our joint defense of Ishgard, the first time in 15 long years that our people have stood side by side with our neighbors to the north to fight in common cause. This may mark the true rebirth of the Eorzean alliance. Failing that, it should at the very least serve to bring our nations closer together. We have every reason to raise our voices in celebration, do we not? We have bested Dravinians and Ascians both. Against desperate odds, we have fought and won. But the primals still plague us, and the Empire still plots our subjugation. And our triumphs, remarkable though they are, were bought at a terrible price. Brave adventurers and allies, broken on the steps of faith, and before our eyes, in this very room, our dear friend Moonbrita. This is the victory we have wrought, and it is as bitter ashes in my mouth. I would sooner stay here and invite those with more appetite to enjoy the feast in my stead. Alas, it is a royal banquet, and all of our allies will be in attendance. It is our duty to present a united front that we might serve as a beacon of hope to all. It seems I have no choice but to take my own advice. I instructed the others to meet us in Ul'dah, that we might make our grand entrance together. Unfortunately, I had to settle for leaving Tataru and Laman a note. If they do not return quickly, they will have to settle for whatever leftovers I can smuggle out of the fragrant chamber. Ooh, cutscene. Or more cutscene. Off to the big soiree, Lavenza? Raise a glass for me, huh? Or not. You don't look best pleased, lass. Something on your mind? By the Navigator, Wilred's dead? God's damn it. They must know they've been rumbled. I mean, sod it. 'Tis past time we had this talk. After our last conversation, I got to thinking about where certain funds were coming from. So I had to dig around, on the quiet like, and sure enough, I found it. Seems a fair bit of coins made its way into the Braves' coffers courtesy of a Dodo Consortium. A daft name for a business if I ever heard one. Which is what first gave me an inkling that something weren't right. So I went through the ledgers again and found another half-dozen donations from organizations with stupid bloody names. Didn't take long to find the common thread. All were owned by the Mirage Trust. Oh, I'll give the bastard credit. He showed us up for the amateurs we are. Short of calling one of his businesses the Bloody Bribery Consortium, I don't know what more he could have done to mock our rules on financial contributions. The gods only know how many men of the first and third are taken to Legi's coin, but now we know as some of them. Yeah, but now we know as some of them are. Some of the verbiage still just throws me off. I'd wager me right eye they're the ones what did for Wilred. The earnest young fool had taken to asking the wrong kind of questions. Bound to attract attention, he was. Should have seen it at the time, but I didn't. Gods damn me. Still, I don't see what Teleji hopes to accomplish. He hid his scheme with all the care of a drunk pissing into the wind. Now, no, he's cleverer than this. So we need to be clever too. That's the only way we'll ever repay this debt of blood. We'll purge every one of them traitors bastards from our ranks. On that you have me word. And Lavenza, mind yourself when you're in Ul'dah, huh? We're heading into a storm. I can smell it. Yeah, shitstorm. Pretty big one. The kind what'll sweep a man overboard and drag him under before he knows it. Yeah, I'm curious as to what more there is before. I mean, speak with Minfilia on the Royal Promenade. It seems like it should be going right into, the big cutscene. Maybe there's more quests after that. Yeah. Yeah, I was a little worried when Minfilia even quite a few quests ago was talking about the banquet. I was like, oh wow, is it already here? But then there was some stuff in between. I do hope Ida is not under the impression that we are here to make merry. We are ostensibly the antecedents' escort, after all. It's a banquet, so there'll definitely be food. But will there also be dancing? And if there is, will it be before or after the food? Dancing on a full stomach is no fun, but neither is being hungry. What to do? Is that? No, just my imagination. Oh, pay no attention to me. 'Tis a habit from my misspent youth, looking over my shoulder from time to time. No, yeah, you are probably seeing something that is suspect. If I did not know better, I should think our bard had run afoul of another jilted lover. We have been waiting for you, Lavenza. The celebration is due to begin shortly. I had hoped that we might make our introductions together, but Mistress Momodi just sent word that you are needed at the quicksand. Okay, because I think I remember, because doesn't she give you, like, something to wear? And I think I remember that. Because I was thinking of that, too, like, way back when, in early Limsa, when they give you the shoes. And I was like, oh, am I thinking of the Ul'dah version of this quest? But I've never started in Ul'dah, so... Anyway. And so this is obviously, we're not going directly to the banquet yet. Come, but not gone. A hero must go wherever she is needed. And according to Minfilia, you are needed elsewhere. We will go on ahead, Lavenza. Pray join us once matters at the quicksand are resolved. Give my regards to Momodi, and let her know that I will call upon her anon. He will call upon her. What is this about? Bankert's getting around. So yeah, from what I remember, I don't remember why, and I don't even know if I remember correctly, but Momodi gives you something. I want to say shoes, but then really again, if not that, then maybe like earrings or something. I appreciate you dropping in on such short notice, Lavenza. I know you've got places to be, so I won't waste your time. You're friends with with a crystal brave by the name of Alianne, aren't you? Former adventurer? Come to think of it, I'm pretty sure you recruited her yourself. Well, anyway, she came around for a meal not long ago, and before she left, she asked me to give you a message. Said if the others ended up dragging you to the feast, I was to see you got it before you made your grand entrance. Meet me at the station west of the Coffer and Coffin. There's something I must show you. A short message, I'll grant you, but she thought long and hard before picking those words. Barely touched her food, too. Under other circumstances, I'd have thought those signs of a troubled heart, but something tells me she ain't planning to ask your thoughts on a gentleman caller. Okay, so maybe I'm wrong about Momodi giving you something. And this has actually reminded me now. So this is a part, or at least, the big cutscene at the end is something I've seen multiple times, particularly recently, just because of watching. It's Central Thanlin. I can just go out here. Because of watching other streamers, YouTubers, in their reactions, because as I've said umpteen times throughout this stream, I only really remembered like certain big events throughout A Realm Reborn, and I mean even kind of onto the expansions. And one of them is obviously the end of A Realm Reborn, and so I've seen kind of not this part itself, but the cutscenes. But I remember, the people will talk about it, and this is one thing I remember is that vial or something you pick up that ends up being used as like evidence of you poisoning Nanamo. So yeah, really a long-winded way of saying I know about this because I've seen it more recently through other people's reactions. As you stand upon the platform, your thoughts begin to wander, and all too soon the ghosts of comrades lost and enemies slain begin to file by your mind's eye in solemn procession. Clearing your head, you scan the horizon, but see no sign of Alianne. Straining your ears to listen, you hear the chatter of Kikern and the buzzing of Surfids, but no approaching footfall. Sighing, you bow your head, only to notice the vial lying at your feet. So I wonder what Alianne has to do with this. Laurentius, that's the dude that was bad that turned good. Lavenza, is that you? What brings you out this way? Lieutenant Alianne. Why, no, I haven't seen her about. Had she come this way, I guarantee we would have crossed paths. I must have passed this spot a dozen times. We're to patrol the city's environs on account of the royal banquet. Captain's orders, you understand. Speaking of which, isn't it about to begin? You should be with the other honored guests, enjoying your well-deserved respite. Aye, pray return to Old Lavenza. If I chance to meet the lieutenant, I will tell her you were here. Oh. So he's bad that continued to be bad. That would be my guess.
O Sultan Tree, hallowed spirit of my line. Through my weakness, the glorious house of Ul has all but disappeared beneath the sands. For want of the strength to raise it up again, it were better that it fall. Forgive me, but I know not what else to do.
All right. I definitely was not expecting that. To Momodi. Okay, well, I guess I'll just... So did Alianne want to show us the vial or something else? And then the vial just got... Well, presumably the vial was left behind because they wanted you to have it, right? Again, from what I remember, because I know they use it as evidence against you. Because the only thing I think I've really seen is, like, once the long cutscene begins. But I remember you having the vial on you. Yeah. I reckoned you'd head straight to the feast after meeting with Alianne. What's the matter? No appetite? Clouded vial. This tiny glass container appears to have been used before. But to contain what, pray tell? Poison. So she wasn't there, but this was, huh? Let's see. Looks to me like an alchemist vial. But beyond that, I can't say. Might be best if you hold on to it for safekeeping, though. Bad idea. Any road, no use worrying about Alianne. I'm sure she'll turn up before too long, and when she does, we'll soon find out what this was all in aid of. Besides, you've got more important things to think of. Again, wondering, I can only assume that Alianne is not a part of the scheme, and she was probably taken out. I don't know, though. Okay, this is, I think, the big cutscene. Judging by Momodi's grin, your star could not rise any higher. Would you believe that? While you were away, another message arrived for you. Well, one did. Oh, well, one did. One delivered by the Sultana's handmaiden, no less. And the handmaiden is always one... Because clearly she's involved with the scheme with Teleji, but I don't know if she's just like a pawn that was coerced into doing it, or if she's bad. Seems her grace desires a private audience. Her handmaiden will meet you on the royal promenade and escort you to the Sultana's chambers. So what are you waiting for? Go on then. Go.
You needn't trouble yourself so.
Your grace is most kind, but it is no trouble to me, rather an honor. If your grace is ready, I shall summon the warrior of light.
I am.
Knowing this one's going to be a long one, I should have brought the popcorn. I think all of this is voice acted too. Good for all of us.
Everyone looks to be in high spirits.
With good cause.
A common victory may serve to unite even the most unlikely of allies. You've brought us one step closer to a united Eorzea.
Your modesty knows no bounds, Antecedent. Were it not for your efforts, Sir Emmerich would never have become such a steadfast ally. When he convinces his countrymen to rejoin the Alliance, we shall all reap the benefits, military and economic. I tell you, we are on the cusp of a new era of unity and prosperity. Territorial disputes are all that divide us now. But I have faith that we will find an amicable solution in time.
Such the optimist.
And failing that, I'll have my trusty warrior of light box the ears of all concerned. Speaking of whom...
Your warrior of light?
She will be joining us shortly. A matter at the quicksand required her attention, but it did not sound serious.
Often was very presumptuous. Quite often. He just almost seems like a different character in A Realm Reborn. Oh. Okay. I was expecting just the long one to start. Okay. Yeah, there's just... I mean, it doesn't... The voice acting doesn't help either. He comes across so much more snooty and pompous with this voice actor. But just the stuff he says is very like, you know, my warrior of light. She is a tool for me to use. It's just, it feels almost like a different character. I mean, and it, like, I know he becomes very sad and introspective, you know, in Heaven's Word, so there's reason for the change, but he's certainly not very likable in A Realm Reborn. Thank you for coming, madam. Her Grace is most eager to speak with you. If you require a moment to compose yourself before your audience, you may have it. Or, if you are ready, it would be my honor to escort you to Her Grace's chambers forthwith. Yeah, upon proceeding to the Sultana's bedchamber, several cutscenes will play in sequence. It is recommended that you set aside sufficient time to view these scenes in their entirety. Thank you all for watching this video. We have now completed A Realm Reborn. I really enjoyed it from start to finish. But to see a more comprehensive re-review of A Realm Reborn, I'll be releasing one of those soon. So check that out. And then after that, I'll be starting Heavensward, which I really look forward to. So if you enjoy this video and look forward to more, please like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget that you can catch me live on Twitch, and the link to that is down below. Thank you again for watching, and have a good one.